Right folks, back here at one of my favourite places. It's a beautiful afternoon, just come back to St Cyrus just to chill. The sun is out, we've got the views, beautiful. So we're going to head down onto the beach just shortly. Tide's heading out, so we'll go for a little walk along the beach and then back up the other side. So we have got blue skies, blue seas, sun's out. It is quite windy though. It's an August Saturday afternoon. Yes, I'm off on a Saturday afternoon. So just having another chill out day here, making the most of the Scottish summer. Now there's a big storm approaching though, Storm Floris I think is approaching. And it's coming on Monday and Tuesday. So we're heading down to Liverpool on Monday for the football, so we might have to drive through the storm, so stay tuned for that one. But look at my view, it's amazing. So down the stairs we go. It's actually windy on this bit now, we're in the wind tunnel. Never get tired of these views though. It's just beautiful. It's like you're walking on air when you walk down here. Stunning. As we say, we're going to go down, which means we've got to come back up. Oh no, it's a steep climb back up, but if you walk along the beach and go up the other side, it's not quite as bad, not quite as steep, and there's a seat halfway up you can stop for us old people. Take me to the beach, let us go, take me to the beach. Just shows you the contrast in temperatures. So up there in the open exposed bit, very, very windy. Down here where we're sheltered amongst the bushes, sweltering. Well, I say sweltering, it's about 19 degrees. But really nice. Really nice. The beach is not too busy today, it's got a few people on it, so we need to share it with them unfortunately. These stairs have all been revamped I think coming down here. So it's good to see. On we go to St Cyrus Beach. How many times I've been on St Cyrus Beach? Probably about 100 odd, maybe more. Don't know. Yeah, so as I said, there is a storm coming Monday, Tuesday. Don't get an awful lot of storms in August, but this one's meant to be quite big allegedly, Storm Floris. And it's always weird to think you go from this kind of weather to a storm that can batter us. The last storm I had wrecked half the country. So hopefully this one's just a small summer storm. But it says it's usual danger to life. It says don't drive, don't walk, but it could be one of these ones that just blows through. Hopefully it is, because it said we've got to get to Liverpool on Monday for a friendly game, Liverpool versus Atletico. Actually 2 games, so we'll try and get some footage of that when we're down. But yeah, we'll see if we can make it down. But let's just enjoy this beautiful scenery here at St Cyrus. Look how clear the water is. Crystal clear. There's an odd jellyfish lurking about, but the water is so clear here. Right, not much water on the falls today, as you can see. Wait till winter to get that in full flow. Looks like we're on the moon here. Let's try and get across this little island over here. Right, we're up here on Hen Rock, the world famous Hen Rock. I don't think it looks like a hen. I think it looks more like a fish, so we'll call it a fish rock. But yeah, it's a bit jaggy because it's all volcanic rock, so it's quite hard to walk on, and it's quite hard to have a sit on it as well. Yeah, but it's nice views, beautiful views from up here. So a lot of helicopters going over. It sounds like the Coast Guard helicopter, but it's quite high up. So maybe not quite the Coast Guard, but that's like the third one that's gone back and forward today. This is the same one just going around in a circle, I don't know. No, it's definitely not Coast Guard. It's more military maybe. Military. Is Trump still in town? Don't know. He's maybe gone. Donald Trump was here. Well, not here, just up the coast a bit, in Aberdeen, just on the same coastline up at his golf course, Balmedy, and then he's across at Townbury as well. So yeah, maybe Trump's still in town, you never know. There you go folks, there's a bit of view of Hen Rock / Fish Rock. Yeah, it's definitely a fish. I can't see it being a hen. Right folks, we've made a detour up to Arbroath, just outside Brechin. I've not been here for years. Just thought I've not been here for a while. There's actually loads of Harley Davidsons going by. There's a Harley Davidson birthplace, the legacy of Harley Davidson just up the road. Christ, there's millions of them. I'll have to go there on the way back as well. Yeah, Arbroath Chapel. I've not been here for a long time, but I think it's going to be too overgrown to get down to today. It's very lush today, and it's been very wet. It's a lovely area. I can't actually remember how to get to the folly. There's a nice folly here as well as the chapel. So let's go to the chapel first, if I can remember. I think it's just down here, folks. I think the first time we found this, we came at it from a different angle, which is why it was hard to find. But if you just park at the gate and walk down this main path, I think it should take us there straight away, in this little valley here. The thing is, there's lots of nettles and things, so I don't know if we're going the right way. So I think it's through the gates there, where all those nettles are. Let's just see how far we can get. Folks, well, it is in there. It is just so overgrown. I can just see the corner of it there. But I don't think we're going to get to it. It's just an absolute nettle fest. Obviously at winter times far better to come here or to go around the way we usually go in. Yeah, you're not going to get through there. That's just silly. Right. That's crazy. That's a no-go. So we'll keep carrying walking on that path and try and get to it the other way we used to get to it. But I think if you came here in the winter, all those nettles and bushes would be away. It's actually literally a 2-minute walk from the car. But let's try it the other way and see. If not, we'll try and get to the folly. But that might just be just as bad. If not, we'll just go up to the Davidson, Harley Davidson Legacy place and see what all these bikers are doing up there. There's a bit of a hike up the hill there. There's thousands of pheasants here. Thousands, and they keep kind of flying out here. So I keep getting a flag. Now, this has changed so much since I've been here last. I think just it's all overgrown. I think I'm going the right way. There's pheasants like everywhere. Right, here's the old iron bridge. But everything is just so overgrown, folks. Can't actually remember what anything is. Now, was the folly not in there somewhere, I think? And then we've got down that way down there to the church. Yeah, it was through there was the folly. Now, that might be accessible. Yes, I think if you go down that way, you can see it from the bottom. If you go up this way, you can see it from the top, folks. So just have to be very careful with the mud and the leaves. It's very slippy. Oh, I can see a bit of it there. I might be able to get to it. Right, let's see if we can get in, folks. It's just in here. So it's been years since I've been here. Last time I think was with Karen and Brian. Right, folks, we made it. So superb. We'll try and get down just a little bit to try and get the view from underneath, because it is a fantastic view if you can still see it. I've got the wobbly tripod with me, so I had to kind of put it down, run and come back in case it fell over the edge. But yeah, so glad we made that. It's been years since I've been there. So the place to try and get to is down to the wall. It's down there. So then we'll go back and along the bottom path rather than trying to slide down there. It's going to be a nettle fest, so I don't think we're going to be able to see it. It's just up there. I'll try and go in just a little bit. Right, this one's going to have to go down as a fail, folks. Stung to death as well. Now there's too many trees down from the storms and too many nettles. So it's just a no-go. So unfortunately, need to give this one a miss. Never mind. So another old bridge, so we're going to try and go down this way and see, try and get to the chapel this way. If that's not possible, then we'll just give up. It's a pity we couldn't see the folly from underneath, but never mind. Right, I seem to remember this way. This way's fine so far, but it's what you see down below if it's going to be full of nettles again. But let's try. I keep whispering because it's so quiet, and there are people that stay in these houses up here. I don't think this is private land, but I just like to keep quiet anyway. Oh, it's so overgrown, folks. Nettles and everything. I'll go a little bit further, but I think it's going to be a no-go as well. There's people there, folks. There's people there. Right, folks, that was a bit disappointing in there. You couldn't really see much at all. I'm stung to death, covered in nettles and bits. Yeah, couldn't really see anything at all. But there was 2 explorers in there, 2 girls, who luckily had trampled in that way. The first pair tried to get in. They'd got in that way and trampled it all down. So I've managed to save myself about half an hour. I'm coming out this way again. And I've sent them off to the folly, told them where the folly was. So we'll see if they find that. But yeah, so we'll give the folly a 9 out of 10. And Alba, unfortunately, 3 out of 10 today. It wasn't very exciting. Far too overgrown and not much to see.
So get a drainage and get different
Yeah.
bits and pieces.
Different said that boulder went with. Yeah. Be careful with that.
Right, that was cool, folks. The lady was a Spiz fan and she came to let me in. She made a space here for me beside the van and got a quick tour. And they're all doing a tour of the glens today. They've been up at Clattenbreg, been to Arbroath, and this is their last stop. It's about 30 or 40 of them. It's very cool.